In 1978, 33 years ago, the Atari 2600 was released in Europe. John Carpenter's film Halloween brought a nice and friendly atmosphere to our trick-or-treating night fest. Kenner were distributing Star Wars toys left, right and centre and were selling like no tomorrow. And Christopher Reeve took to the sky to play one of our favourite superheroes in Superman the movie. And quietly a storm was brewing in the West as two guys, Randy Risman and Roger Schiffman, founded a toy company in America which would become one of the most striking and outstanding brands of the 1980s and 1990s, and would go on to produce and help sell some of the most popular toys in the last 30 years. Well, hey everyone, and welcome to the start of a new playlist and series which I am dedicating to one of my all-time favourite toy companies, Tiger Electronics. And so over the next few weeks I will be releasing various videos about items that I own from Tiger in the form of reviews. Tiger have produced some cracking toys over the years, and anything from learning computers to lights out games, software, a handheld games console, the R-Zone and many LCD handhelds and tabletop games. And if you thought that was enough for Tiger to juggle with, Tiger even produced electronic pets, and not that I own any. At the beginning, Tiger dived in and started to produce record players, and in 1978 they released a few, including a Mickey Mouse themed version. Come the early 80s, and Tiger swiftly moved in and on to produce their own range of LED and LCD handhelds and tabletop video games to compete against the many other video game companies that were out there, and at the time it was becoming a rather flooded market. However, Tiger's handheld games, which were very similar to the Nintendo Game & Watch range in terms of their simple and charming, like myself,
you wish,
and quirky gameplay action, turned out to be very popular, and Tiger produced them right up until the late 90s, and with ranges which included sports titles such as Karate King, electronic bowling, 10-pin bowling and football. And they even managed to license big name titles and arcade classics such as Afterburner, Hang On, Paperboy, Batman and many, many more. In 1992, Home Alone 2 hit the screens. I love this film. And the film showcased a toy which lay in the hands of Macaulay Culkin within the film, and which actually turned out to be a prop. And that was this, the Talk Boy, which caused thousands of children to write letters demanding and asking for this toy to be made. And in 1993, Tiger released the Talk Boy, and it became extremely popular and a huge hit. Throughout the 90s, Tiger released various other games, including lights out games, the R-Zone, which was a cartridge-based system and which rested on your head, and was released and produced at around the same time Nintendo unleashed their Nintendo Virtual Boy in 1995. And yes, it was rather unsuccessful. 2 years later, in 1997, Tiger uncovered yet another handheld, the Game.com. You idiot! It's the Game.com! And was far more advanced than anything else that they had produced before. However, it was rather unsuccessful, but it would become the first handheld to use a touchscreen and stylus. 1998 saw Tiger Electronics join the toy giant company Hasbro, and in that same year Tiger produced that Furby that some of us love to hate. But this inspired toy would go on to sell millions of units during 1998 and 1999, and would become one of the biggest selling toys of the 90s. And this gizmo here was released in 2005, a part of the Emototronic range. And from here on, Tiger went on to produce many Star Wars and Star Trek collectibles, Barney Bears, Winnie the Pooh toys, and many other popular licensed franchises. Tiger Electronics may well be a subsidiary of Hasbro now, but they have done nothing but produce top quality toys throughout their lifespan, and they have always aimed high to give us, the public, superb products, whether they be successful or not.